Hello, Jimmy Rios here from BRP, Billet Racing Products. We're here today to show you how to install a Scott's steering stabilizer on your dirt bike. So today we're working on a KTM, which is a little bit specific to this model in some ways, where this bike has a headlight. So we'll begin by removing the headlight. We'll have to unplug the wiring harness on the headlight. Careful not to damage the wires. And I usually just like to set the headlight down here along the side of the fender. Also need to remove the odometer, which will make it easier for us to put the bars over the front of the forks. So we've removed the handlebars now. We're going to loosen up the pinch bolts. There's 5 pinch bolts on this KTM. Something I want to tell you though, KTM is different than any of the Japanese bikes. They do not have a preload adjuster nut for the headset. So once you remove this triple clamp, this lower section, the forks and everything could literally slide out. So I always run a tie down. It's hard to see here. We'll show you pictures of it. It goes around the frame rail, around the wheel, and back to itself, and we cinch it tight so that that front end cannot slide out on you. Okay, so now all 5 pinch bolts are loose, and we're going to remove the steering stem bolt on the KTM. This is also what adjusts the preload on your headset. So we removed the steering stem bolt, which makes it easier to remove the triple clamp. Pop that off. There's an O-ring here that's designed to keep dirt from getting into your headset bearings. We'll pop that and the stock dust cover. We will not be using that again. There's also a seal here that we're going to want to remove so it's easier to put the frame bracket on. We've got a Scott's frame bracket. We're going to slide this up down on top of the head tube. So with the frame bracket seated down, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the OEM seal that goes around the head tube. Drop that down. I will use the Scott's low profile bearing cover. Set that down over that. Reinstall the OEM O-ring. We've gone ahead and installed the frame bracket by following the instructions that are included with this bracket from Scott's Performance. On this bike, we've chosen to install a BRP 4-post rubber mounted triple clamp. It uses 8 polyurethane bushings and isolates vibration and takes away the square edge and the spike from, rocks and roots and what have you. So we'll go ahead and proceed by sliding this down over the head tube. So we've installed the upper triple clamp, and we torqued the steering stem bolt and the 5 pinch bolts to factory specs. Look at your owner's manual for those specs. And now we'll go ahead and proceed by putting the handlebars back onto the bar mounts. Set those up there like so. And we will install the Scott's bar clamp. So we've reinstalled the Scott's steering stabilizer as well as the headlight and odometer. We've also installed a clean speed cable guide. It's a really neat thing to have for a KTM. The KTM cables come through the back of the triple clamp, and they can get hung up on the link arm. So not a bad idea to run the cable guide. So in closing, we've finished installing the Scott's stabilizer on this bike. You do want to double check and make sure that everything's been torqued properly. Check proper function of all your cables and throttle and everything. Scott's stabilizer is a great product. It'll last you a very long time. Just want to make sure you get it serviced periodically every 2 to 3 years. We here at BRP, we do service Scott's stabilizers. You can look at our website at www.shopbrp.com. We appreciate you liking and subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for more videos from BRP.